Well, welcome to Broadway,
There we are.
Tom. What does Broadway mean to a young British theater star like yourself?
I mean, it's kind of like the dream back
Yeah.
home. Everyone always wants to be on Broadway. It feels like an unattainable dream, and I can't really believe that it's happening. The American energy is just so infectious, especially around like a musical theater show.
Yeah.
It just feels like a big thing here. And everyone gives it a lot of energy.
And Sunset Boulevard, did you know this show?
No, I had no... I knew a few of the songs.
Uh-huh.
I kind of knew As If We Never Said Goodbye, With One Look, and Sunset, because everyone kind of sings them at drama school. So I knew those, but I wasn't incredibly familiar with that or the film. And I told Jamie that in my audition, and he was just like, I don't want you watching or listening to anything. He was like, I want you to just come in on day one. He was like, have some note bashes from Alan Williams, our wonderful musical supervisor, and yeah, just come in and be fresh to it.
So who is Joe Gillis?
He's a very, very complicated man.
Uh-huh.
He's so disillusioned with everything, but then finds this beautiful woman and just falls in love, and he just is stuck between a rock and a hard place. And
Which beautiful woman are you speaking of?
both of them.
Right.
And yeah, he just finds himself in an incredibly sticky situation where one woman's promising him one thing, but he kind of wants another thing, and it's how he deals with all of the trials and tribulations.
What I love about this production is, and don't take this wrong, but there's sort of a dead-in-the-face quality to the ensemble and to you and to Joe. Joe sort of is just sort of like he's drained.
Yeah.
And it's really compelling.
Yeah.
Was that sort of something?
Definitely a discussion that we had. It's really fun to play as well.
Yeah.
Just, and it also makes the switch up between when we're on camera to when we're not on camera.
Right.
Way easier. Everything's just always in the eyes, always. And it's just about that stillness and the sort of, like you say, the sort of glazed over.
What was it like creating these video sequences? And I know you said you rehearsed in a very large warehouse that had a video screen, so you could sort of be, what was it like discovering it, and how much of it was sort of
Well, we didn't know.
found in the process, or was it all sort of figured out ahead of
It
time?
wasn't figured out. We definitely just did things on the fly, and the rehearsals the first time round were pretty crazy. We didn't really know what was going to happen. We really didn't know what was going to happen, and it was. I still don't know what it looks like. Like I every single time when we were rehearsing, and I look up, and Jamie would be like, "Stop looking at the screen," because I don't want you to see what you look like. Otherwise, you're going to change what you're doing. Just do your thing and trust me, and trust Nathan, and trust Joe, and just stop looking. So I still have no idea really what the production shots came out, and I was like, "It looks like that." But yeah, no, it was definitely an exciting rehearsal process.
So you do the title song, the top of Act 2.
Yes.
And you are doing it, you're backstage, we're following you, we're watching it as a movie.
Yeah.
There's a lot of movie elements to the production. And it's very carefully choreographed, it's very funny at first. You're backstage, you see each of your co-stars, and then you go out into the streets, and you're actually, now you're doing the number on 44th Street.
Into Schubert Alley.
Into Schubert Alley. It's a long, quick, brisk walk. The ensemble's with you, there's choreography, there's security. What is happening?
Honestly, it's kind of a fever dream every single night. So it's just a blur, like every single time. Because you've got so much adrenaline.
Sure.
Because I've got an 18-piece orchestra and me in my ears. And sometimes if there's like a bus in the way, then that'll cut out for 10 bars and I have nothing and I just have to go with like an inner metronome.
Wow, I didn't even think about that.
So
sometimes
I'm like,
you can't even hear it.
So sometimes it cuts out completely, but it doesn't happen a lot. But sometimes if there's certain objects in the way, then that. So it's like, it's every single night I'm like, please please make sure this audio works. So yeah, I'm kind of in a fever dream, and you kind of just lock in with our incredible camera woman, Shayna McPherson, who came over from London as well. She's honestly the heart of this show, and I just lock into her, and it's like, you know that film Limitless?
Yeah.
And you know when everything's going past and he's just walking straight. It's kind of like that kind of feeling. But yeah, it is exhilarating to do.
Was there a chemistry test with Nicole? Did you
No, we
meet
had
her
nothing.
prior to?
I met her on the first day of rehearsals.
Wow. And you said, when's your birthday?
And we were like 29th of June.
You both have the same birthday.
We have
That's
the same
crazy.
birthday. And she is like a sister to me now, which is great. So yeah, but we just clicked. We really clicked, and I just love going on stage with her every single night. She's the best scene partner you could ever wish for. Like, she just turns up, and she'll like come up to me, and she'll like before the show, and she'll be like, "I'm tired today, Tom." You know how she talks? Like, she's so
Yeah, very
soft,
sweet.
so softly spoken, and she's like, "I'm so tired," and I'm like, "Okay," and then she just comes out and does With One Look, and I'm like, "You're not tired, are you?" Like, you're just coming in and just destroying it every single night.
I've actually heard you say she eats you alive on stage.
Yeah, she does. If you don't turn up, she eats you alive, and it is so true. But she's so great.
During the crazy standing ovations at the end of Sunset Boulevard, you're on stage, you're in your underwear, there's blood on your chest, and you're just staying super serious. Is there ever a party that just wants to be like, "Thanks for coming, guys"? You're all very like.
No, there's not. Sometimes when we did like tech and stuff, there was like one day where I thought it'd be funny to do it, and there was no one in the audience because it was a tech thing and we'd just done it. And
A lighter version.
I came down, I did this, and it felt so wrong. It felt so wrong. I was like, I'm not going to do that again. Yeah, no, the serious bows. We've got to keep them serious.